The following contest is a last man standing match. On the way to the ring, from Smithfield, North Carolina, weighing in at 215 pounds, Gregory Helms. And the opponent, weighing 326 pounds, Kane.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later. And I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded... Did you see that? Ring the damn bell! You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. He's held about half a dozen different titles over his career, JR. Say what you will about his attitude, but you can't argue with success.
Gregory Helms' attitude makes me sick. After all the support he's gotten from the fans over his career, to turn his back on him now just turns my stomach. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this.
What? Have you got both your context in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way! I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
Hope all you want, JR, but you know I'm right. Triple H has accomplished too much in his career to be called anything but a legend.
When I look at Triple H, I think he's going for it, King. This could be it.
Oh no! Triple H crossface! If you get right there, you can break your neck! There's the reversal! Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe we're all...
Oh no! What's he doing?
You know damn well what he's doing, King. It's the grip for crossface. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a lowdown, despicable move that was. Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
No! No! How can a referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
These top rope moves are always difference makers for better or worse. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
3, 4, 5.
Well, that sounds like your problem, JR, not his. Me? I like his new attitude. I'm glad he finally got serious about his WWE career. You know, despite the...
Here's your winner, Kane.
The following contest is an Iron Man match. On the way to the ring, from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 487 pounds, Viscera. And the opponent, from Silsbee, Texas, weighing in at 380 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry.
I hope this isn't the last time we see these superstars face off.
You're not going to hear me say this much, Cole, but I definitely agree with you. This has all the makings of a nice, long feud.
I don't know how nice it is, but there are certainly some issues between these superstars, and I think this match might only exasperate them.
Please, Cole, watch your language, will you? It's a family show.
I said exasperate.
He ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here. What a reversal.
Feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. Oh, man. This is just about the last hold you want to find yourself in.
I can imagine. Just look at the pressure being applied here.
Nice quick counter. Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking talking about.
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen the superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
You say that like it's a good thing, Taz. Personally, I wish Henry would focus more on winning matches and less on ending careers.
I know you... And there's the submission hold. What a deadly maneuver this is.
Not kidding, Cole.
Submission hold locked in. We may see a tap out right here.
And even if you can't make your opponent tap out, this will take a lot of fight out of him. Oh, man, these fans... Wow, look at that submission. I ain't never seen it executed better.
Neither have I, partner. And this might be enough to get a tap out right here.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
And I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
That was like 2.5, Cole. Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's... You gotta be careful when you're going up there. Big Vince is just a freak of nature, no doubt about it.
Yeah, but that's not something you want to say to the big man's face.
No doubt. He'd squash it just as soon as he'd look.
I don't like where this is going, Taz.
I'm sure his opponent ain't too thrilled to get hit with that sex drive neither. Something you don't have. Well, I'll tell you this much. There ain't no doubt in my mind that Mark Henry really is the world's strongest man. The power of this guy is purely awesome.
It's downright scary is what it is, Taz. We've seen Mark Henry tear apart superstar after superstar, and I hope we're not about to see more of the same here tonight.
Everyone who gets in the ring with Mark Henry knows exactly what to expect. And if they're dumb enough to do it, then that's their problem.
I'll never understand why Mark Henry resorts to the brutal tactics he uses against his opponents. He's already the world's strongest man. What's he got left to prove?
Wow, listen to that chant, Taz.
I'll tell you what, if you got the crowd on your side or against you, it makes a huge difference, believe me.
I don't think there's ever been a more feared or brutal competitor than this man, Jim the Anvil.
Talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, well, you know what? He better worry more about the injury and less about the insult till this match is over. Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in that. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't bad. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
You're right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of the job. He's going for the pin!
Oh, man, I can't believe that wasn't 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing an incredible display of athletic ability here tonight.
What do you expect, Cole? He's a WWE superstar, for crying out loud. They're the greatest athletes in the world.
True enough, Taz. There's no off-season for them. There's no month or two off between matches.
There sure ain't, Cole. I mean, these guys are here week in and week out, and every night they leave it in the ring.
And they do it all for the WWE fans, Taz. Without them, none of us would even be here.
These superstars give...
He knows his opponent is completely helpless to resist the submission hold.
And that means you gotta either dig deep and find a way to break it, or you gotta just flat out tap out.
Well, excuse me for sounding old fashioned, but I guess I just have a certain respect for superstars who earn their victories.
So you think that bending the rules and not getting...
And here's a little something for the fans. That's why they love him.
You know what? But who cares what they think? All he's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz. It's no secret I respect superstars who stick within the rules and show some sportsmanship in the ring.
You gotta understand, Cole. I know it ain't exactly kosher, but you're putting your body on the line in there. You gotta do whatever it takes to protect yourself and pick up the win.
Kaz, you're talking about two different things. Going outside the rules in the name of self-defense is one thing, but cheating to steal a victory and enhance your own career is something completely different.
When you see this level of competition, Cole, there is no doubt that SmackDown's just head and shoulders better than Raw.
I couldn't agree more, Taz. Raw has some incredible superstars, no question about it. But they just can't compete with SmackDown's finest.
Come on, Cole. I know you're just trying to be diplomatic, but you can't seriously sit there and say that there's anyone on the Raw roster you'd want to have here on SmackDown.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break you.
Could this be?
You know it, Krusty Cole. Pump handle slam.
He may get the 3 count right here. Wow, they don't get much closer than that.
Man, this match is so good. It's even worth sitting next to you to watch it, Cole.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jazz. You know, you're not always my #1 choice for a broadcast partner either.
You know what you should do, Girl Pants? You should team up with Jerry Lawler. Then you could be the king and queen on commentary.
Real funny, Taz. You know, that would almost be worth not having to work with a joker like you all the time.
Well, it looks like they're slowing the pace down a little bit here. That might not be such a good move, in my opinion.
Well, come on. You just can't keep going non-stop. That's a good way to wear yourself out and make a critical mistake.
No, but you can't give the opponent any time to recover, neither. You gotta stay on them and wear them down.
Well, what about picking your spot? If you try to execute a badly timed move just because you want to stay off,
like every chick you been with there, Michael, this ain't gonna be pretty.
Oh my God! The world's strongest slam!
1, 2, 3. Well, sure, that's what he says, but you know, in my experiences, the more a guy talks about it, the less he does it. He's gonna finish him right now. He's gonna finish him.
And there it is, the pump handle slam with authority. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight. There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? I don't
think there's a rule in the book that Super Crazy won't break if it means picking up the win.
You're probably right about that. Why do you say that like it's a bad thing? I've been locked in this hole before, and it hurts even worse than it looks.
I can't even imagine the amount of pain that this hole must inflict on any superstar who winds up in it.
I almost feel bad for JR.
And there's the pin! I couldn't tell you, partner, but there's no doubt that Viscera possesses what you might call a unique sort of charisma. Without a doubt, Viscera is one of the most bizarre superstars ever set foot in a WWE ring, and these fans eat it.
Yeah, from the looks of Big Vis, the fans ain't the only ones eating around here. Hey, Vince, how about leaving some catering for the rest? There it is, Cole. Blood in the water. The end is near.
How can you sound so excited, Taz? These are human beings in the ring, for God's sake.
Correction, Cole. These are WWE superstars. And sometimes this is what you do to win a match. Well, there's the submission hold. I've seen a lot of superstars tap out to this one, Cole.
You and me both, partner, and we might be about to see another one right here. There's the cover. Can he do it?
These superstars have been going hard all match.
They sure have. And that's where the superb conditioning. What a submission maneuver. You must be familiar with this one, Taz.
Yeah, I've been on both sides of it, Cole. That's the truth. And let me tell you, it's better to give than receive.
There's no disputing his toughness, Taz, but I question whether or not he takes things too far.
Who are you to question anybody anyway? Nighthawk is a future Hall of Famer. No, not maybe. Seeing a match like this guy might not have enough to kick out.
It sounds like this capacity crowd has something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong. I don't think this is just a match anymore, Cole. This is getting personal.
Well, what do you expect? They've been beating the hell out of each other all match.
Yeah, but it's more than that, Cole. I don't think they look at each other the same way after this one. These superstars are on top of their game, but only one of them is going to have their hand raised at the end of this one.
And that's a real shame because, like you said, this has been a great match so far.
Well, what do you want, Cole? You want to say that everyone wins so nobody gets their feelings hurt?
I never said that. I'm just saying that in a great match like this, everyone involved deserves credit for it. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the Lord of Jungle, Cole. And injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think they're easy pickings.
Consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings. Rope break. No matter how beaten up they get.
Whoa! I think these fans have got a little something they want to share with us.
They're right, Taz. They paid for their tickets after all.
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz?
These are some of the greatest superstars. And here we go with the submission. This could be a pivotal moment in this match.
It sure could. There's a lot of pressure being applied in that hold, Cole. I'm going to tell you, I don't expect these guys to go off on each other.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Can you believe this match so far, Cole?
I really can't, Taz. Oh, my God. I think the referee's out, Taz.
I'll tell you, they gotta start getting sturdy at refs, Cole. This kind of thing seems to happen all the time.
Oh, my. The submission hold is locked in.
And this ain't easy to get out of either, Cole.
Oh, my. There's the submission hold. He's in the driver's seat now.
No doubt, Cole. If your opponent lets you lock that in, it usually means that they ain't got much left.
I think we know what he's going for here, Taz.
No doubt, and there it is. World's strongest slam.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
It's a great thing to hear, Cole. This could be 3 right here.
1, 2, 3.
Looks like they might be taking this match down a notch here, Cole.
The pace of the match may have slowed, but the intensity of these superstars certainly hasn't.
You can say that again. Waiting for your opponent to make a move or give an opening can be just as intense as putting them through a table.
And whether or not you have that kind of patience often means the difference between winning and losing a match.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We could be any closer to this match without being in it.
Whoa, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am. What an incredible match we've seen so far. Oh no, the referee is down. What's going to happen now?
Anything and everything, Cole. No ref means no rules. I love hearing the crowd come alive, even when I don't exactly agree with what they're saying.
Me too, and I do agree with what they're saying, Taz. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know. These superstars are clearly giving it their all tonight.
Not a surprise there at all, Cole. I mean, tell me to let... Oh, man! Cover the kid's eyes! You don't want to see this! Cole, stuck your wedding night!
He calls that one the sixth drive, and that puts him on top in this matchup. No pun intended.
And I think these superstars are going to keep it up until they've got literally nothing left to give. He's going for the cover, Cole!
1, 2, 3.
I think we know which way this one's going to go, Cole.
Actually, Taz, from my perspective, I think it could go either way.
And what perspective would that be exactly? The perspective of somebody who has a neck that resembles a stack of dimes? Here's the reversal, Cole.
These superstars certainly aren't going easy on each other tonight. They sure are giving the fans their money's worth.
No doubt, Cole. These WWE superstars put their bodies on the line night after night.
And the fans sell out these arenas night after night, Taz. Sounds like a pretty fair trade to me. He's got him covered.
talk about cutting it close. That was almost free.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit, Cole. This is a great match, and the fans are way into it.
And that's what really matters. If the WWE fans aren't happy, they'll let you know it.
This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
Well, that'll probably come a little bit later on in the match, when you decide to shut your yap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to have disturbed you.
Here's the cover. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it.
He's going for the submission.
And he might get it. He's got that hold locked in. What a deadly submission hold this is. We might see a tap out right here.
Won't surprise me one bit. The longer you stay in.
And here's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
Man, what a match. Kids, if you're watching this, don't try to stop. He smells blood in the water, Cole. He's going straight for the submission.
And this could prove to be a decisive moment in this match.
I'll tell you, hold it. Here's the pin. This could be it.
These superstars are so unpredictable. I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Don't bother, Cole. I don't think you're going to be into them. Just sit back and enjoy the ride.
And what a wild ride it's been so far, with no signs of stopping anytime soon.
This has been a real rocket bust of a match so far, Cole.
It has indeed. But I think this crowd would like to see these superstars pick up the pace a little bit.
What are you talking about? This is some classic old school wrestling here. Picking your spots and waiting for your opportunities. It's crazy to think we actually get paid to do a job like this. There's thousands of people out there who would do this for free.
Really? Maybe I should look into that. I can get a better broadcast partner and save the company some money at the same time.
Keep it up, Cole. Keep it up. You're gonna find out how tough this job really is when your jaw gets wide shut. It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were gonna wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am that it did.
That's for sure. You know, any time you throw these kind of combustible elements into a match, you're guaranteed to get a hell of a show.
And that's exactly what we're seeing here tonight. We've seen an excellent match so far, and it's not over yet.
Not by a long shot, Cole. And that's a good thing. I don't think we can ever get sick of watching these superstars forever.
Me neither, partner. This one's got rematch written all over it.
I think this proves without a doubt why SmackDown's the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
I can't help but agree, partner. You won't see action like this on Raw.
Yeah, and even if you did, you'd have to listen to a couple of yahoos jabbering about puppies and government mules and scolded dogs. It's like a damn zoo over there. think this one's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Not too tough to figure out who's going to win this one.
You know, this wouldn't be the first time you made a prediction that didn't pan out.
That's pretty funny. You know what I predict? You keep up with your mouth, you're going to have a permanent limp.
Night after night, the WWE superstars never fail to amaze the fans.
And that's a good thing, Cole. I don't ever want to think about where we'd be if they didn't.
Well, we wouldn't be sitting here calling this match, that's for sure.
He's going for the pin, Cole.
Victory means absolutely everything to these competitors tonight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious. You got any others like, I don't know, nobody wants to lose? Or how about this one? The superstar who beats their opponent will be the winner.
How about Taz should spend more time calling the match and less time cutting down his broadcast partner?
This has been a great match so far, but I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole. But if you're gonna be snippy, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Well, if I knew it was that easy, I would have said that years ago.
I gotta say, Cole, when I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure what to think. But these superstars are blowing me away right here.
Really? As soon as I heard about it, I expected a tremendous matchup. And I haven't been disappointed.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not disappointed, but I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. This is not just a match anymore, Cole. These superstars have got a legitimate beef with each other.
They do indeed. There's a lot of bad blood here for sure.
And if this keeps up much longer, that bad blood's gonna wind up all over the place. On the mat, shoulders down. This could be it. Hey, the ref's got a tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're gonna get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm gonna throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never... He's 3 seconds away from a win!
Kicked out just in the nick of time.
Man, there's not an ounce of quit in these superstars.
There certainly isn't. They're in this one to the bitter end.
Here's the pin!
This capacity crowd is certainly getting its money's worth here tonight.
And it's a good thing, too, Cole. If they're not buying tickets, we're not getting paychecks.
Well, I don't think we'll have to worry about selling tickets the next time we come back here. Not after a match like this. He could pin his opponent right here.
These superstars are on fire tonight.
They sure are, and I don't think they're going to be put out anytime soon.
Look at these superstars go. It's obvious they've done their homework on each other.
That's for sure. This match might have been over by now if they had.
90% of a match is in the preparation, Cole. You gotta come ready for the battle.
Look at this. No fear on the face of this superstar.
Yeah, that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
He wasted no time going for that pin.
Man, Cole, I don't want this match to end.
I'm with you, partner. But it's got to end sooner or later.
Well, whichever way it goes, no one can say that these superstars didn't give it everything they got.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
Oh, come on, Cole. No, you should let me train you. You could be Cruiserweight champion in like a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Duh. They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now.
I gotta tell you, Cole, I thought I had this thing figured out. But now I got no... He can get the pin right here. I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. You know, I know I say this a lot, Cole, but this is not ballet. You step between those ropes, you better be prepared to take some punishment.
And to dish some out as well. I don't think I've ever seen a superstar win a match by being a tackling dummy.
I can't remember the last time I seen a crowd so pumped up.
I know what you mean, partner. These superstars have really brought the fans to life here tonight. Folks will be staying with this match to the end with no commercial interruptions.
Good thing, too, Cole, because I don't think we'd ever hear the end of it if we cut away here.
You're probably right, Taz. I know I wouldn't want to miss a second of this action.
Looks to me as this can go down in the books as an instant classic.
I think just about every match has that potential, Taz. This is the WWE after all.
I'll tell you, Cole, this is what the WWE is all about.
You're absolutely right, Taz. The greatest athletes in the world competing on the grandest stage of them all.
These superstars are pounding the heck out of each other. How much longer can they keep this up?
I don't know, Taz, but you can bet that it's going to get a lot worse before it's over.
I'll tell you, anyone who thinks this business is a piece of cake, they should get in the ring with these superstars.
I don't think anyone would last too long against them. These are trained WWE professionals. The pride in the hearts of these look out! Here he comes!
Lariat clothesline! Holy decapitation! This is completely off the hook, Cole.
We were expecting a solid match from these superstars, but this is even better than I'd hoped. I think that if one of these superstars successfully executes their finishing move, this one is over.
That ain't ain't necessarily the case, Cole. Just because it's called a finisher doesn't mean it always ends the match.
You sound like you're speaking from experience here, Taz.
Of course not. Whenever I locked in the Taz mission, that was it. And the story was over.
You're thinking developing a selective memory in your old age, partner.
This ain't about winning or losing anymore, Cole. This has become real personal.
Well, with the way they've been beating the hell out of each other, I'm not surprised.
You know, I think he's gonna fly, Cole. You know, the key to winning a match like this is to build some momentum. And you're not gonna see a match won with just one or two moves.
No, but one or two big moves at a crucial point could change the direction of it completely.
I don't think there's gonna be anything left of these superstars by the end of this match.
You're probably right, Taz. They're so focused on a victory that they don't care what they have to put themselves through to get it.
Look at these superstars, Cole. I mean, they're not even contemplating the fact that they might lose here tonight.
They've sacrificed so much to get here, Taz. I don't think they can allow that thought to enter their heads.
It's not easy maintaining this type of intensity week after week after week, Cole. Trust me.
I don't doubt it, Taz. The WWE superstars don't get an off-season. They compete every week until they're not physically capable of continuing.
So, Cole, you got any predictions? You know who you think's gonna win this one?
No way. I've seen you embarrass yourself with enough bad guesses that I'm not going to risk doing the same.
I've been looking forward to this match all night long, Cole.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you have that kind of hype, it's really tough to live up to the expectations. But these superstars ain't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself.
You know, Cole, the more I watch this match, the more I'm thinking that there's some legitimate personal issues here between these superstars.
You might be right, Taz. After all, they spent the better part of the match beating the hell out of each other. It's hard not to take something like that personally.
These superstars are beating the living hell out of each other, and these fans are eating it up.
It's what they came to see, Taz, and these superstars are making sure they don't go home disappointed.
I'll tell you, as long as these superstars have got anything left in the tank, they'll just keep going.
They certainly don't look like they're going to give anything less than 100% here tonight.
This one's gonna keep on going until someone can't go anymore.
And considering the conditioning of these athletes, that could be quite a while from now.
You're not gonna see action like this anywhere except SmackDown.
SmackDown is the dominant brand in all of sports entertainment.
Oh, break. Man, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in that ring over the years.
And if these superstars have their way,
There's going to be a lot more shed here tonight.
These superstars are putting on a clinic in there.
Yeah, and not a health clinic. I don't think they'll be the same after this one.
I think I've got a pretty good idea who's going to win this match, Cole.
I wouldn't be so short, Taz. If there's one thing we've seen, it's that anything can happen here in the WWE.
How much longer are these superstars going to be able to keep it up?
Your guess is as good as mine, Taz. They're certainly not going easy on each other, that's for sure.
Boy, I'll tell you, this is not the way I thought this match was going to go at all.
And that's what makes the WWE so exciting. The unpredictability of the superstars. You never quite know exactly what you're going to see.
Let me tell you, Cole, I spoke to these superstars before the match, and I ain't never seen competitors more fired up and ready to get it on.
Judging from how this match has gone so far, Taz, I have no trouble believing that whatsoever.
These superstars are showing some great intensity here tonight, and that's what the WWE fans came to see.
That's for sure, Taz. And the #1 rule here on SmackDown is to send the fans home happy.
I think there's... Oh, God. You know, you can show off for the crowd all you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, Taz, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
Man, I'll tell you what, man, this one's just turned into a fight. Going up the turnbuckle hurts a heck of a lot less than coming down from the turnbuckle.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
I'm sure they haven't, Cole. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything. As soon as you let the slightest doubt into your mind, you can forget about it.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical conditioning.
No doubt. You almost got the 3 right there, Cole. Man, I don't envy that ref. You know, the last place I want to be between these superstars.
You can say that again. Talk about hazardous to your health. How much can these superstars possibly have left?
They got as much left as it takes, Cole. Trust me. You get in that ring and you find out you got reserve, you never knew you had.
I can imagine. Nothing pushes you to the limit quite like a WWE match.
You look at any other sport in the world, and you won't find a single athlete that can compare with a WWE superstar.
And there's a reason for that, Taz. There are no off-seasons here in the WWE. If you're a superstar, you're performing every week of the year.
We're not talking about just swinging a bat or kicking a ball, neither. WWE is the most physical competition we can be part of, hands down. If you ever wondered just how much punishment a human body can take, I think you're going to get an answer tonight.
You might be right, Taz. It doesn't look like these superstars are going to go easy on each other.
That's not what they're getting paid for, Cole. And besides, they got too much pride to give less than 100% in there. This one could still go either way, Cole.
It sure could. It's not over until the referee calls for the bell.
It's obvious these superstars have studied each other real carefully, Cole.
No question about that, Taz. You won't last long against an opponent you haven't done your homework on.
Whoa, there goes the ref. Well, might as well chuck the rule book out the window now.
And that also means that there's no one to call a pinfall or submission.
I wonder if we're going to see anything this good on Raw next Monday, Cole.
Come on, Taz. I think we both know the answer to that one.
Seems like things have quieted down a little bit here, Cole.
I think this may just be the calm before the storm, Taz. These superstars have proven time and again that they're willing and able to go the distance.
Well, you don't go too far in this business if you're not, Cole.
That's for sure, partner. There's always someone right behind you, ready to overtake you if you can't keep up.
Man, look at these superstars. You can't ask for a better example of what makes SmackDown so great.
You sure can't. SmackDown's got the greatest superstars and the greatest matches for the greatest fans in all of sports entertainment.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Nothing costs you a match quicker than overconfidence.
What are you talking about? I see a dominant superstar who's rallying this capacity crowd behind him. So much can go wrong from that top turnbuckle.
Conditioning's a huge factor in any match. If you can't go the distance, there ain't no way you're gonna win.
That's for sure, Taz. And the WWE superstars are some of the best conditioned athletes in the world.
This is one hell of a performance by some amazing superstars, Cole.
What did you expect, Taz? This is SmackDown, after all, the #1 brand in sports entertainment.
You never know what to expect from these superstars, Cole. I mean, this could be over in 60 seconds or 60 minutes.
Well, it wouldn't break my heart if they went for an hour, Taz. I'm really enjoying this match.
Jeez, what a match. I got no idea what these superstars are going to do next.
That makes two of us, partner. And I think that's one of the things that makes it so exciting. Sure.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons, Taz.
taking a little time to give his opponent a piece of his mind.
You sure you can spare it, Cole?
He's just radiating confidence, and he's got a lot to be confident about.
Here's your winner.